Water is a formidable force which can destroy and destruct. But in South Africa, there are 2 drops of water with far more strength than the fiercest storm. The green drop and the blue drop. Symbols representing an innovative regulatory approach to ensure sustainable improvement of wastewater service management and the continuous supply of safe drinking water. We, as South Africans, share the responsibility to ensure a complete turnaround. We owe it to generations to follow to restore our heritage to the pristine conditions our ancestors once enjoyed. We cannot allow our wastewater to cause our beautiful natural environment to be classified as wasteland. We are a proud nation, a passionate nation, a caring nation, who have it within us to jointly endeavor towards this goal. The results of our Blue Drop program serve as proof that our tap water is generally of the highest quality, complying with national standards. But we cannot rest on our laurels. We have to ensure that the status quo is maintained and improve in the few areas identified as not yet complying with the norms of excellence. Whether we are decision makers, officials, researchers, consultants, or ordinary citizens, our support for the Green Drop and Blue Drop certification programs will serve as the catalyst to propel us to levels of excellence, a proudly South African initiative for a uniquely South African situation. Water is a valuable resource, yet vulnerable to elements of contamination. There are various impacting factors, and yet our livelihoods and that of generations to follow depends on this resource, the essence of our being. Some wastewater treatment facilities are in complete disarray, the result of ineffective management, lack of maintenance, operations beyond design specifications, and many other detrimental factors. But the Green Drop program thus far has also revealed pockets of excellence where municipal wastewater services comply with requirements for excellence. It all boils down to people who are making the difference. Not any kind of person, but water people, wastewater people. Proud, committed, caring people who have come to understand that water is life, sanitation is dignity, and take pride in doing their work efficiently. Wastewater impacts on the natural balance of water elements. Humans are the sole creators of wastewater, and it's our responsibility to take care of wastewater issues in an accountable and responsible manner. Green Drop is achieving remarkable cohesion and communication success in the sector. The Green Drop process has been introduced fundamentally to rectify identified gaps. It also tests, verifies and recognizes excellence in the wastewater industry and encourages municipal wastewater practitioners to work towards the achievement of Green Drop certification. The requirements serve as catalysts for the sustainable improvement of wastewater services to levels of excellence in line with global standards. The Green Drop certification process facilitates a shift away from the mere monitoring of quality compliance to a more complete and holistic approach to wastewater service management. It is therefore expected that municipalities prepare for the assessment by meeting 11 criteria or requirements, which are normally present in any well-operated and well-managed wastewater system. A municipality is assessed in terms of the evidence it presents to substantiate each of the 11 Green Drop requirements. Good preparation by the municipality and its water services provider can ensure a high confidence green drop scoring by the qualified green drop assessors. This is a key element of this incentive-based program. The first requirement of the green drop process entails the presence of a competent, qualified and multidisciplinary staff in accordance with the requirements of Regulation 2834. The availability of a competent maintenance team is just as important to ensure that the mechanical, electrical and electronic infrastructure functions at the optimum level for a sustained period of time. The presence of a site-specific operations and maintenance manual ensures that the plants are operated and maintained according to their design specifications. This ensures that the lifespan of the works is prolonged and that the wastewater is treated according to expectations and legal requirements. Requirement 2 deals with the sampling and monitoring at 3 levels. Firstly, at each process unit to ensure optimal operational conditions. Secondly, at the final discharge point to measure compliance. And thirdly, at selected environmental points to monitor the potential impact of the wastewater and sludge management practices. This might include upstream and downstream river sampling, groundwater, industrial trade effluent, and soil analysis. Requirement 3 tests the quality control and credibility of the analysis in terms of the scientific and laboratory services. It also tests the operational knowledge of the process controller in applying the results to the physical plant and its various chemical and biological processes. Requirement 4 is the data submission to the Department of Water Affairs and is done via the Green Drop system. This system is a recent development by the department to ensure the improvement of data management and for transparent regulation and management of wastewater services. Requirement 5 carries the highest assessment weight, as it verifies the compliance of the final effluent quality against the required specification. The most important requirement would be to comply with the authorization or license limits. Non-compliance in Requirement 5 will mean that the system will not be able to achieve a green drop. Requirement 6 stipulates that a municipality has to be prepared for any unforeseen incident or event that may be harmful to the infrastructure, process, or environment. An incident management protocol which ensures preparedness to deal with such circumstances. Requirement 7 promotes the importance of managing extraneous flows into the sewer system. Such flows might comprise of stormwater, groundwater or water losses, all of which are undesirable in a wastewater collection and treatment system, as they compromise the flow and quality of the receiving wastewater and deplete the capacity of the infrastructure. Municipalities have an important local regulatory and enforcement function, and execute these by way of the Municipal Water Services Bylaws. Requirement 8 verifies whether a municipality executes this function in terms of control of industrial effluent, domestic behavior, transported wastewater, and various other aspects that impact on wastewater services. Requirement 9 asks a pertinent question. Does a wastewater collection and treatment facility have sufficient capacity to perform its function and meet compliance? Sufficient treatment capacity must be in line with economic and population growth, as any development will generate wastewater that needs to be transported, collected, pumped, and treated. Requirement 10 stipulates that municipalities communicate and reveal performance data and information to various sectors and role players in South Africa. Requirement 11 is significant and central to the business of a municipality: integrated asset management. The green drop embraces the concept that it is not sustainable to invest in infrastructure without recognizing the long-term life cycle costs associated with the ongoing operation, maintenance, and renewal of the asset. Hence, increased focus will be seen in risk determination and management, development and operation of sustainable technology choices to ensure the delivery of quality services to our communities at affordable life cycle costs.
"11 green drop requirements, stimulating a renewed sense of responsibility to strive towards excellence. We all share in this responsibility because, after all, wastewater treatment is the first barrier to ensure that everyone has clean drinking water and a healthy environment. Together, the green and blue drop certification programs are determined to acknowledge those special people and institutions who make this possible.
Green Drop, describing the foreseen future for South Africa's wastewater.